Aloha fellow explorers and welcome to the Big Island. We're gonna be spending a week here showing you some of the best things to see, do, and eat.
And trust me, you're gonna wanna see this. There's a little bit of something in here for everyone, from the otherworldly landscapes of Mauna Kea to stocking up on local treats at farmers markets. We began by exploring Old Town Hilo's charm. We chased epic waterfalls like Rainbow and Aka Falls and delved deep into ancient lava tubes. Then things got hot, literally, because we spent a full day and 2 nights around Volcanoes National Park, witnessing the raw power of the Kilauea volcano from steaming vents down to the incredible sea arch. But the adventure didn't stop there. We hit the iconic Black Sand Beach, tasted world-famous malasadas, and toured a Kona coffee farm. We soaked up the sun on stunning beaches while staying at the amazing Fairmont Orchid Hotel. We indulged in amazing poke, learned to brew the perfect cup of Kona coffee, and even found some time for some late-night swims. Now, in addition to the Curious Princess, I was joined on this trip by OC Girl, Uncle Sean, and OC Girl's mama, so everything you see in this video is suitable from ages 5 to 70. From ancient petroglyphs to luxurious resort explorations, and of course, more incredible food, get ready for 7 days of pure Big Island adventure. Our first stop before leaving the airport is to pick up one of these Big Island coupon books. Every airport in Hawaii always has these little brochure racks and baggage claim. While you wait to pick up your bags, pick up some coupons. Find some good deals in here for later on the island. All right, after picking up our rental car, a GMC Denali big car for the 5 of us and lots of luggage, we made a stop about 10 minutes driving south from the airport to Pau Hana Poke. It's a small little shop. You go in and you pick your poke out of the case. There's a few benches to eat out in front or a few benches off on the side. This place, lunch spot only. They specialize in poke. You get the plate lunch combo, which gives you 2 pieces of poke, 2 scoops of rice, 2 sides, $20.99. Lots of ahi, salmon, different options. They serve it by weight as well. It's about $20.99 a pound. What did the princess get? For her, we got a slice of pizza from the nearby Costco. Yes, the one Costco on the island right here. Oh, I know we're in Hawaii already because the flies. Just a common thing when you're eating outside, so we gotta be extra vigilant. Let's dive in to this poke right here. Look at this big pieces of fish right there. Oh, and the lava rocks, the princess says. It is really good poke. Like, just the right temperature, pre-marinated, delicious. Get this when you're here. And I'm also really happy to see that the soy sauce here is Aloha brand, made in Hawaii. But after filling our bellies up with the poke, we got on the road in the direction of Hilo. The main way to get there from Kona to Hilo is to take what they call the Saddle Road. It's this road that runs between the 2 major volcanoes, kind of like the saddle of the island. Well, about an hour along the way is Mauna Kea. This is one of the big volcanoes on the island, and we came up to an elevation of 9,200 feet to the Visitor Information Center. Now here, they've got tell you all about the mountain. If you have a 4-wheel drive car, then you can go past here and drive all the way up to the summit of 13,000 feet. Although if you're gonna do that, then you need to wait here for 30 minutes. They ask you to acclimatize here before going all the way up to the top. We are not gonna do that because we don't have a 4-wheel drive car. Instead, we are gonna hike the trail right here that'll take us up an elevation to 9,400 feet, much more leisurely. But I'll tell you, I can already feel the elevation feeling of kind of like lightheadedness of being up here. Now, as we're starting the hike, it is definitely much colder and windier than where we were having poke. It was about 85 degrees Fahrenheit down there at sea level. It's about 60 degrees Fahrenheit here. And if you were to make it all the way up to the top of the summit tonight, it actually gets to just about freezing. So if you're gonna do this, make sure you bring some warm jackets. Oh, and by the way, these temperatures, this is in May. So all year round, you'll need jackets here. And as we got up a little higher, you could see it was quite cold and windy. The Curious Princess, she needed to put on my big yellow jacket. How do you feel now, Princess?
Good.
Good, nice and warm. And from the top elevation, 9,400 feet, the views are really rewarding. It only takes about 15 to 20 minutes to get up here, but at least today when we were here, we were on top of the clouds. Look at that. There's some really unique craters in the background, and you can just really see the expanse of how big this island truly is. You'll definitely want to wear some good footwear for this hike. No flip-flops because the lava rock really slippery and sharp, so be careful. All right, now we're driving back down the mountain and we are right at the cloud level. Like if you look out that way on the road, you can just see the clouds coming across the road. It's pretty neat. All right, we got 45 minutes driving to Hilo, where we're gonna check into our hotel for the night. See you there. And just a little bit down the hill, we really got in the clouds, and apparently this is where the sheep like to hang out. Like, look at all those sheep on the hill. Wow. So we're about 20 minutes out from our hotel in Hilo, and we are driving towards the wet side of the island. Hilo gets over 100 inches of rain per year, and as you look, we were not disappointed by the rain. Definitely it is raining over here. Most people come to Hilo say like, yeah, when you come over here it's raining. So this is one you'll want to bring an umbrella if you're going to this side of the island. We got 5 in the back. All right, so here we are. We made it to the hotel, the Grand Doubletree Naniloa Hotel. This is probably one of the nicest hotels in Hilo. And now you might be looking at it going like, Chris, this isn't like resort. This is not the resort side of the Big Island. This is definitely like the local side, the government side. Definitely less big resortish. The Curious Princess has already found the bed to be really good for jumping on. But in this room, you can see we got 2 double beds. We've got a fridge over here. We've got a microwave over on this side. Big desk over here. But the coolest part about it, we got upgraded as Hilton Gold members to the fancy full oceanfront view room. So come out here, take a look, see what you see down there. There is no sand down here. There's just kind of rock, so you're not gonna come here to go to the beach. You're gonna come here to look at it and use the pool. The sand we're gonna see later. Oh, and it was cool. We did see a cruise ship going out to sea just when we checked into the hotel. All right, now that we've checked into the hotel, we're just waiting for our valet car. What was I showing you here? Cats. Like lots of cats in the lobby. First time I've been in a hotel that has cats in the lobby. They're friendly though. So for dinner, we drove about 10 minutes from the hotel to Zippy's. This is a classic Hawaiian chain. It's like the Hawaiian version of Denny's American Diner. What have I got? I've got the Loco Moco. This has got some white rice on the bottom, some ground beef hamburger patty on the top, and some egg and some brown gravy. Also with some Portuguese bean soup and some mac salad. The princess, she's got the spaghetti right here. She says is really hot. And then they have a really cool bakery.
Oh, you don't want to eat? Oh, you don't want to eat?
Pastries to have for breakfast.
So we don't eat.
Another one of OC Girls' favorites is the oxtail soup. This one's one of their specialties, made of premium oxtail right there. Limited quantities each day, so get it before it sells out. The Curious Princess, she really enjoys the lily koi drink. Bottoms up. And what's unique about this Zippy's being on the Big Island, they've got pictures all around of lava. Makes sense. Aloha! It's day number 2 here on the Big Island. We are on the balcony of the Grand Naniloa Hotel because with such a beautiful view, how can we go anywhere else to eat breakfast? We got breakfast from Zippy's last night. Well, we got the food from their bakery last night. We have their like chocolate cake. We have a mango cake. We've got a donut, and we've got their most famous pastry that they call the napple. It's like a turnover, except it's got coconut and fruit inside. And it's kind of hard to tell from the video right now, but it is actually drizzling at the moment, so we're getting that 100 inches of rain every year. Princess, what do you think about this breakfast setup out here?
Best breakfast ever.
We're not drinking Pepsi this morning. This is where we put our milk. Oh, and if you're wondering how the hotel is, we slept pretty decent last night. Total room price was about $200 US, so a lot cheaper than the hotels on the Kona Coast side. They're not as nice, but you know, for a night or two in Hilo, it's probably okay, as long as you can overlook some of the maintenance issues. All right, so after breakfast, up there on that balcony, we came out to check out the hotel grounds. Really beautiful grounds out here. We didn't get to see them all that much last night because it was just getting dark as the torches were coming on, but it really feels like walking around this property, kind of like walking around in a Hawaiian botanical garden. The Curious Princess, she really loved running around here. The heat is on already though, and the rain has stopped. It is nice and beautiful and sunny, but again, just really beautiful out here. Definitely an island paradise on a day like today. The Curious Princess is making herself comfortable in the lounge chairs. Oh, and if you're wondering where is my signature yellow shirt, OC Girl said, Hubby, you need to wear your Hawaiian aloha shirts. You have so many of them, and so on this trip, every different day after today, I needed to start the video in yellow. I'll be wearing a different aloha shirt. And what I want to know from you is which one of these aloha shirts that I'm wearing is your favorite shirt. At the end of the video, put in the comments day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, depending upon which one's your favorite, realizing I wore the same one on day 1 and day 2. All right, we've checked out of the hotel. We're now back in the car. 12-minute drive to our first waterfall that we're gonna see. But just coming out of the hotel, it's a really neat drive that like goes through these banyan trees. And when I say the hotel feels like it's a botanical garden, actually it turns out the hotel is literally next to an actual botanical garden. All right, and here we are at Rainbow Falls, given the name because at certain angles, certain times of day with the sun in the right direction, you can actually see a rainbow, and we sure did. I've heard the best time to come and see the rainbow is in the morning, so about 9 o'clock we found it. But like, be patient if you come here because like you look at a certain angle or the sun goes behind the clouds, you can't see it. It plunges 80 feet down in front of a natural lava cave right here. Really pretty easy to get to because to the observatory or the lookout, there's just like a little ramp from the parking lot, maybe 50 feet total. And if you want to see it from an even higher vantage point, there's also a lookout right above it. And here you can even see a double rainbow, one at the bottom and one at the top. So we drove about 10 minutes to our next attraction, the Kaumana Caves, which is a cool lava tube cave, but actually we're here under this banyan tree. And if you take a look out there, there's all these chickens under the banyan tree. Like there's big chickens, there's baby chickens. I mean, we've seen them more than just here. Hello, chicken. They probably think I have food. Wild chickens all over this island. Wild.
So these caves, actually lava tubes, they were formed in the 1800s as molten lava carved its way through the earth. There's 2 of them. You come down this really steep staircase. The one on the right looks bigger, but some people say the one on the left actually has more interesting stuff. We are not cavers, so we're just gonna go in for like 30, 50 feet where you're still light. Like if you want to go all the way in, bring flashlights, bring headlamps, bring sturdy shoes because these rocks are slippery because it's wet in here and they are sharp, so be careful. But even if you don't want to go all the way, it is pretty fun to come down here just inside the cave entrance.
Hello.
What do you think about being in your first lava tube, Princess?
After successfully getting out of the cave, we drove about 15 minutes back into Hilo Town to Kamehameha Avenue. This neighborhood is definitely touristy central in Hilo. Tons of shops with a covered walkway. If you're looking for souvenirs or aloha attire, you will find it here. The kind of stores that have gorillas in the entryway, so you know you're in good hands. But we're not here to buy a gorilla. We're here to check out the Hilo Farmers Market.
All right, so we made it to the farmer's market. The curious princess wanted some juice, so we went to the juice stand. We got like a mango juice and a guava juice and some lilikoi and a bunch of tropical fruits in it. When I asked for the price, the first price was $10 per one drink. And I walked off, and the lady said, how about 2 for $10? And I was like, oh, that sounds like a much better deal. So you can haggle here. This farmer's market is open every day of the week, 10 to 3 p.m., but the big market days are Saturdays and Wednesdays. Or until they're sold out, that's what they say.
It's funny, bargaining must be so prevalent here within the farmer's market that the souvenir store right next to it has a sign to let you know there's no bargaining here.
So for lunch, we came to the Hilo Farmers Market kitchen. It's almost a little outdoor eatery. It has an inside where they cook the food, but a few picnic tables outside in the center of the farmer's market. They specialize in poke, burgers, and plate lunches. We decided to go for the plate lunch today. What did I get? I got the Kailua pig or pork with a purple sweet potato side and cucumber kimchi. All good plate lunch in Hawaii are served with a scoop of rice. And Osi girl, she got the lechon, mac salad, and lomi salmon. And the curious princess, what do you have?
Masubi.
Masubi, and how is it?
Masubi is so good.
About 20 bucks each for these plates, but looked like the tastiest place to eat here around the farmer's market, and smells really good too. After that plate lunch, we're pretty full, but you know we've always got room for shave ice, and just right next to the food, like lunch place, is a shave ice place. We got lilikoi honey, strawberry, and some coconut condensed milk. Lilikoi is passion fruit. Wow, that is a strong flavor. And this one's strawberry.
very fruity and natural tasting. So after finishing up the farmers market, we drove about 30 minutes north of Hilo through a very scenic route to the Aka Aka Falls State Park. This waterfall is twice the size of Niagara Falls, but this is also the first attraction we've had to pay for to park and go in for the 5 of us, $37. I guess that includes tax, $10 to park, and $5 each for admission. Oh, and if for some reason if you're too cheap to pay, it does look like from the parking lot you can get a peek view of the falls off there in the distance. The total hike from the parking lot to the falls is just about a half mile. It's a pretty easy hike, flat stairs, paved the whole way. It's tall, 442 feet, but not as much volume as Niagara Falls is. Honestly, between this one and Rainbow Falls, I think I like Rainbow Falls better because we were able to get a bit closer, so there's a bit more awe-inspiring. On this trail, you get a 2-for-1 waterfall. You get a peek view of the Kahuna Falls. You can maybe hear it a little bit right back there behind the trees. I would rate this hike as generally easy. The only hard sections is just the fact that there are stairs and the heat. But there are nice places of shade. And when I mentioned it's 10 minutes to get to Aka Aka Falls, that's if you go directly there from the parking lot. If you make the round trip and you check out the other waterfall that we just saw, it's about 45 minutes all the way around, including some waterfall viewing time. When you're out on the hikes here in Hawaii, definitely bring some water and definitely prepare for it to be a little bit warm. So just down the hill from the falls, we found a little produce farm that we stopped in. They advertised fresh sliced pineapple, $10. They cut up the whole pineapple for you and put it in a bag, and they give you toothpicks to eat. I don't know why hers is so much bigger than mine, but the Hawaiian pineapple is so much sweeter than pineapple from most parts of the world. How was it? Good. She doesn't like pineapple on the mainland, but this pineapple? After our pineapple, we drove 30 minutes down the hill back to Hilo Town, where we picked up some provisions at Target. On our way, 45 minutes further to the town of Volcano. This is right on the edge of the national park. This is where we're spending the night tonight. You might be, Chris, this doesn't really look like a Hilton, Hyatt, Fairmont. It is not. This is much more like Airbnb style, although we booked it directly. Volcano Village Estates. We are staying in the Aka Aka Falls Cottage, and we're gonna show you around. To check in, the door's open. The keys are inside. Okay, we take off our shoes as we come in, so we're gonna go ahead and take off our shoes, and then we're gonna show you around this cottage. As we come inside the cottage, the first thing that we see, what do we see here? Kitchen. There's a big kitchen, there's a full kitchen. And breakfast is actually provided for us in the fridge. There are some breakfast burritos right here, breakfast burritos. And then there is a big fruit plate right here. If we didn't have enough pineapple, there's pineapple, oranges, and some grapes. There's a stove and there's a microwave, bottles of water, and then the princess wants to see what's in this cup. Looks ketchup. Ketchup in the cup. Ketchup. Okay, let's go ahead and go upstairs, Princess. She's gonna show us what's in here. Just to the right of the staircase is a little bathroom. It looks like right there. Ooh, all right. Let's go upstairs one more. It's an interesting setup as you come to this cottage that you enter into the kitchen and then you go upstairs to find a bathroom halfway through. So now going up the stairs, we have first bed, twin bed in a small room right here. All right, Princess, come on down. Let's take a look at the living room over this way. This is the living room. In this room, there's a big table. There's these kind of like old school plantation type sofas, lots of seating areas here, nice windows. In here, we have a closet. There's nothing exciting in there. That's just a closet. But then back here, go show us the 2 bedrooms, Princess. On the right, we have the master bedroom that has a queen size bed with some stained glass. And now show us the other bedroom, Princess. And in the final bedroom, we've got 2 twin beds. This looks like it'll be quite the treat tonight. All right, for dinner, we drove 5 minutes from our cottage to the Tuk Tuk Thai food truck. These are the place to eat right here. So we're gonna take this and eat back at the cottage. But if you're going to the national park, this is just like a 3-minute drive from the entrance to the national park. It's also right next to a really big golf course. And here we are back in the cottage. We've got all of our Thai food. We've got a few different curries, some fried rice, some pad Thai, some cool plates. Princess, how are you enjoying this dinner? Perfect. So much nicer than that seating area in front of the food truck. So the Thai food, you know, it wasn't the world's most amazing Thai food. Like, we've been to Bangkok and had the world's most amazing Thai food. But for Thai food on top of a volcano from a food truck, pretty solid. For dessert, you might have mango sticky rice, but we have papayas. Why do we have papayas? Because the farmer's market, 5 papayas for $2, and they're really delicious and sweet. So after dinner, we drove into the national park at nighttime because some locals told us, you know, the national park's good in the daytime, but the volcano's even better at night. And yes, at the Kilauea viewpoint back here, we could actually see some glowing lava at night. It's too dark for the video to actually pick it up, but it was, you know, I mean, I've never seen lava before, so it was neat to see that red glow, even though faint. Good morning and aloha from our volcano cottage. It's a little bit chilly this morning. We're here at an elevation of 4,000 feet, so cold here too. I had to put on my fleece this morning for breakfast. Heated up the breakfast burrito, made some tea on the stove with flames on it, and we've got our lovely fruit plate here. Some more Hawaiian pineapple, oranges, grapes with a few very decorative flowers. Today we're going to be spending most of the day in the Volcano National Park. Hopefully the rain stays away. We definitely had some last night. That was an adventure with the lava. It'll be interesting to see what we can see in the daytime when actually the sun's out.
Tasty. Tasty enough. It tastes like Mama's chocolate.
The curious princess enjoying the grass here in Hawaii. A beautiful property, really. Ooh, we're like in an enchanted forest back here. Yeah. Okay, let's go that way. What do you see?
A chicken.
Now, after finishing up that hearty breakfast at the cottage, we drove 3 miles and went to the national park, where we first stopped by exploring the volcano house that's right by the main entrance. It's the main hotel, only hotel that's in the national park itself. After that, we picked up some maps at the welcome center and first went to explore the lava tube inside the park, or the main lava tube. This lava tube, different than the one we saw the day before, was actually illuminated on the inside, so that was nice and much less dark with the lights on in here. We then went to see the actual volcano. It wasn't erupting the day that we were there, but we could see the smoke coming out of it and the kind of like outer worldly scene. We then had lunch at the volcano house at the restaurant called The Rim. It's the one restaurant that's actually in the national park. We hiked a few really neat trails, and then we drove all the way down to the coast to check out the sea arch. I've got a whole bunch more detail about what we did on this day, and if you are going to be going to the Volcano National Park, you'll definitely want to check out the expanded day number 3 of what we did in the 24 hours here at the Volcano National Park. I'll put a link to that video in the description below or at the end of this video, but without further ado, let's go ahead on to the next day, day number 4, as we check out of the cottage and get on the road up to the Kona coast. Good morning, it is day number 4. I've got another Aloha shirt on today, so make a mental note of this one. Today we are checking out of our cottage, packing up the car, getting on the road to the Kohala coast, eventually to check into the Fairmont Orchid a little bit later today, but we're going to check out the attractions that we see on the road. So let's saddle up our GMC Denali and get on the road. So driving out of that road from Volcano towards Kona, this is really the least developed part of the island. A whole lot of nothing until we got here about 40 minutes in to the Black Sand Beach. This is the princess's first time seeing black sand. It's black because it's from the volcano, the lava rock here. It's a small little beach, mostly lava rocks, and then there's a small little section that's actually sandy that if you've got bare feet you can get in, but the Curious Princess had a really good time frolicking around the black sand. We'll go actually in the water at at the Fairmont when it's not as hot on the feet. It's also nice this beach does have a lifeguard, though it was clear most people were also doing the same thing we were doing, coming here and just kind of like standing or perhaps just putting their toes in the water. And the black sand here is a really coarse sand. Kind of has the texture of like coffee grounds. Ooh, coffee sand. So we drove about 15 minutes more from the black sand beach to really the first part of civilization since volcano, the town of Naniloa, to the Punalu'u Bake Shop. This place specializes in malasadas, which are Portuguese-style donuts. They're really popular on the Hawaiian Islands. We've got passion fruit, we've got coconut, we've got chocolate for the princess, we've got guava, and some of the traditional ones. But we're gonna eat these after lunch. What we've also got over here is we have their taro sweet bread. So Hawaiian-style bread, very fluffy. Oh, she wants to eat this. She doesn't want me to eat it. She's been really enjoying this. Like, that is gigantic loaf of bread. Pretty good. And sweet. Now you'll find two lines when you visit here. One for the malasadas, and that's like the bakery line. And if you want to order food, like plate lunches and things like that, that's a second line on the other side. So for lunch, we drove just a block south from the bakery, which it turns out the bakery is the southernmost bakery in the United States, which makes this restaurant we're at now the southernmost restaurant in the USA. Interesting how the geography works, but yes, most south. And what do we got here? I've got the burger made from the local beef. There's actually a lot of cattle raised on the islands. The princess, she's got a very long noodle right there. Simon, it's a Hawaiian variant of kind of a Chinese noodle soup. OC girl has the ono, or the fish, as a plate lunch. And Sean has the chicken sandwich that he said is quite delicious. After lunch, we're back on the road again, and we just passed the road to the southern point, so the most southern point in the United States. There is so limited development here. There's no radio at all, like zero radio, like with AM dial, FM dial, no nothing. So if you want tunes in your car, make sure you download. So from our lunch spot, we drove about an hour through what I would describe as pretty much nothing, like no businesses, no restaurants, past that South Point Road. Really the first major stop on the side of the road was here, the South Kona fruit stand. It's a cute little fruit stand, reminiscent of the Hilo Farmers Market. Lots of fresh fruit. You can get smoothies and sandwiches. What I want to point out is the price of the local tomatoes. $5 plus a pound. Yeah, they don't grow a lot of tomatoes here, and they just had one in the basket. What was cheap were the macadamia nuts. You could get a macadamia nut 25 cents and crack it yourself. These are their hours. Not that I really need to say when you want to come here, but I will point out this closed Sunday. Lots of things on the Big Island are closed Sunday. So if you're going to be here on Sunday, really be strategic about what places you hit to make sure they're actually open. From the fruit stand, we drove about 15 more minutes into the Captain Cook neighborhood to Greenbelt Farms. This is a coffee farm, factory, roastery. They offer free tours a number of times throughout the day. Just show up 10 minutes before, sign up on the iPad. Tours take 45 minutes. They have a little gift shop where, of course, you can buy their coffees, you can taste their coffees. I don't usually drink coffee, but I figure when in Rome, this is the chocolate macadamia nut coffee. They've got restrooms, and you can tell it's drizzling a little bit, so we've got our raincoats on now. I love it. At the start of the tour, she says, "Everybody, why don't we go meet under the avocado trees?" And there's no rush. We're on Hawaii time. So this coffee farm, they also farm pepper, and these are pepper trees of peppercorns. And they said you could take one and try it. And I already tried one, and I'm trying the second one. Before they're roasted, it is so spicy. It's a different spice than I've ever really had before. Like, I've had pepper, but this is just like pepper 10,000. Actually, more like here. So after finishing the coffee tour, we drove about an hour downhill here to the Kahala coast and checked into the Fairmont Orchid. As soon as we came in, they put the leis on us. Doesn't the lei, look at this, doesn't the lei match her dress? Look at that, it's perfect, like they knew what she was gonna be wearing. All right, our room, 2 queen bed room. Nice overall room, just kind of like really, compared to our cottage feeling, definitely much more like maintained and well put together. Orchid, so they've got orchids on these water bottles they give you. This is a high quality complimentary water bottle. And let me show you the ocean view. We have it's like a peak ocean view, I guess, but nice balcony. And if you come out here, this is the pool. You can see there's like a waterfall with some koi fish in it. And then you look out that way and you see the beach. We'll show you a ton more of this stuff as we're here for the next 4 days, but if you really want to see the hotel in detail, you'll find a link in the description or at the end of this video to my full hotel review on the Fairmont Orchid. All right, now that we've recorded our intro, the princess has been dying to have some of those chocolates. What'd you start with first? Ooh, it looks like it's got caramel, is it? How is it? Thumbs up. Thumbs sideways. Not sure. Not sure. All right, we are eating our chocolate while we wait for our luggage to come up so that we can then head out. So we waited about 30 minutes for our luggage that never came. We wanted to get to the beach before the sun goes down, so we said, well, I guess we can go in with our street clothes. New clothes should be here soon. Princess, how's the ocean?
Good.
Good. We have a happy camper right here. I saw that.
That was so diggable. Was shapeable? Okay, fibbable. I don't know.
All right, after our beach time, we came to dinner at the Hale Kai restaurant. This one is like the kind of the casual pool restaurant. Here, she has a peanut butter and jelly. One of the big things that we like about staying in Fairmont hotels is kids eat free at many of the restaurants as long as they're with a paying guest who's staying at the hotel. So PB&J, fruit cup, free. I've got the like a garlic shrimp plate, North Shore garlic shrimp. That looks pretty tasty. 2 scoops of rice. We also got some coconut macadamia shrimp and some lobster fried rice. It's dark now, but there was a really neat view of the sunset right here. Looking forward to diving in and then heading back up to our room early night so we can get an early start on, you know what, tomorrow? The breakfast buffet. Kids get a free entree and a free dessert. The princess has the Cookie Monster. You can see right there, it's a Cookie Monster. Good morning, day number 5, and you can see a day number 5 Aloha shirt. Flamingos, sear that in your memory if you want to vote for this one. We're at breakfast at the Orchid Court at the Fairmont Orchid. It's a really elaborate breakfast buffet. What if they got, look at this, we've got Eggs Benedict, and we've got Loco Moco on the buffet. This is the first time I've seen Loco Moco like this on a buffet. That's pretty fun. Lily Koi pancakes, and of course, plentiful papaya. The Curious Princess has started eating over here, but she's got some purple ube cake right here that she's been enjoying. Is that good purple cake, Princess? Yeah. All right. And there's some great views of the ocean. Just a nice spot to have breakfast. And because we booked the hotel with the Amex Fine Hotels and Resorts rate, the 2 adult breakfast buffets per room were included, 2 rooms. I also love they write down gratuity included. They don't try to fleece you for an extra tip or a service charge or any sort of extra fee. It's just complimentary. Thank you. So after that filling breakfast now, it's about 9 in the morning. We came back out to the beach again. Our luggage did show up. So the Curious Princess has her beautiful strawberry swimsuit right there. We found some sand toys that some other kids just left out here on the beach when there was nobody left. Clearly they're the donation sand toys, so we'll leave them for someone else when we go back to the mainland. And now the princess wants to see what's underwater with her swim goggles. Yes! Hey. In our bag of found sand toys was this starfish, and we've been fooling people with it all day because when it's on the bottom of the water, it looks like a real starfish. Everybody walks by and they're like, is that a real starfish? We're like, no. And it's okay when she laughs. If I laugh, then they'd be like, man, you're such a jerk. But when a 5-year-old laughs, then they're like, oh, cute starfish. And my favorite chairs for the beach are definitely these. The ones that like are little short stuffy chairs you can actually put in the water and sit just right here. So relaxing.
No.
Alright, so after we finished frolicking in the water, and I did get a minor cut on a lava rock. Just a tip, do be very careful of them. They are sharp. They've got signs that they recommend you wear like aqua socks to keep your feet safe. I know why. Stay away from the lava rock. All right, what do we have for lunch? We went to the nearby Foodland Farms. It's a 3-minute drive just around the corner. It's a kind of like upscale Hawaiian supermarket. One of the things they specialize in is poke. They have a poke bar that have a bunch of different flavors of poke. We got the poke bowls. You can get it by weight. You can get it in a bowl. The bowl comes with rice and the poke on top. Choice of 1, 2. The ones you want to get, don't just get the cheap ones. Get the ones that say fresh, because the ones that don't say fresh, those are frozen. And the reason why you get poke in Hawaii is because it was caught off the coast, big chunks, and just the right temperature, just the right texture, great marinade, and perfect with some rice. And we came to a wonderful balcony to have this lunch because, wow, the view here looking out the ocean is definitely better than the view sitting out in front of Foodland Farms. We got the drink to wash this poke down. Big Island kombucha. Why? Because it was a local drink. This is actually brewed in Hilo, where we were earlier. We got some ice, because at the Fairmont, they have these cool glasses and ice machines. Like the ice, like the coldest. This flavor is hibiscus blossom bliss flower. That's the, like, very Hawaiian flower. Bubbly. Pleasant. So after lunch, we drove about an hour south past the Kona Airport, past Kailua Town to get shave ice. We're not here to get shave ice. We're here to do a coffee thing you're going to see in just a moment. But one can never have enough shave ice. There's kind of this cool, like, mom and pop shave ice place called Hawaiian Ice Cone. Now, you want the rainbow flavor, blue, yellow, and red in the traditional shave ice cone. It's okay if you lose a little bit, that's fine. It's served with spoons and straws so you can drink the syrup as it goes. Now, it is out in front of another local supermarket, the KTA Superstores, popular here on the Big Island. After shave ice, we split up as a group. The Curious Princess and Sean, they went to a cool playground, the Kamakana Playground, like all these wood structures and slides, and Osigirl and I went up the hill, just about 5 minutes to the Heavenly Coffee Farm tour for a brewing class, a coffee brewing class. Of course, you would think it would be a coffee brewing class on a coffee farm. Yes, here. In the brewing class, we learned the perfect method for the hand drip and a French press. And at the end, we got some tasty macadamia nuts. This place also does farm tours too, rain or shine. Don't want to do either? They've also just got some coffees you can taste too. And the Curious Princess found a sailboat. Looks like the one in Moana. What do you say, Moana?
I'm Moana from Motunui. This is my canoe.
I haven't been to all the children's playgrounds on the Big Island, but this one, pretty good. Locals, fellow explorers, have you been to a better one? Let us know. 20 minutes back north to the town of Kailua. You can tell this is the touristy center of town because, well, you can take a picture at the shave ice. But honestly, I'm kind of confused by this shave ice store. Is it Hawaiian shave ice or Scandinavian shave ice? And if it's Scandinavian, what is Scandinavian shave ice anyway? But the real way you can tell this is the touristy center of town is Kailua is home to not one, but 2 ABC stores. In fact, they're the only 2 ABC stores on the island. If you don't know what the ABC stores are, it's like a convenience store. Everything you would need touristy from Hawaii. There's tons of them in Waikiki. These are the 2 on the island. One over here, one by the Courtyard Hotel. If you're looking for beach supplies, come here. Don't rent a snorkel from your hotel. It's probably going to cost you more to rent a snorkel than it will to buy them at the ABC store. What did we buy from the ABC stores? A dancing hula girl. A solar-powered hula girl. I pick up these solar-powered toys from around the world, and this one was yellow, so I couldn't leave it there. $5.99, cheapest souvenirs you're going to find in town. By the way, when I said there's 2 ABC stores on the island, there's 5 ABC stores on the island. Correction to my previous note. One of them is called the Island Gourmet Market, and it's in the Waikoloa Village, so an ABC store by a different name, but that's the big daddy of the ABC stores. If you're looking for nightlife on the Big Isle, this is going to be the place to find it too. Look at here, we got the Shark Shack, the Raiders Fan Cave. This place looks like it goes late into the night. If you're looking for tiki bars and tattoos, this is your place. For me, I really like the bamboo clothing over here at Aloha. They are soft and they don't smell if you get their shirts. This video is not sponsored by Aloha, but it could be. Our first stop in Kailua was right here to the reconstructed residence of King Kamehameha I. He was born here on the Big Island, and that was his house. Although apparently at the time we were here, we couldn't get close to it because it's, I don't know, like run by the Courtyard Hotel, and they were setting up for a special event, so this is as far as we could get to it. There is a cool, small little sandy beach right here where some folks were going out on their like outrigger canoes. And as I said, this is out in front of the Courtyard Hotel, which another place to stay if you're looking for a sandy beach. For dinner, we came to a really interesting spot right outside Kailua Town called Broke the Mouth, and you actually enter in through a door that looks like a mouth. This place is a plate lunch place that we got for dinner. One of the things they specialize in is the garlic burokake chicken right here. We upgraded the rice to a pork adobo rice. They also do a garlic shrimp. This one's the spicy version. Take a bite of this chicken here. Moist, juicy. How about the rice? It's good too. I stole it for it, apparently. Sorry, princess. What do you see up there, princess? It's the first rainbow she's ever seen. Hawaii is this place where it rains and it's sunny, so you see a lot of rainbows.
Yay!
Oh, after dinner, we drove back to the hotel, about a 45-minute drive. It's now about 8 p.m., and we decided to go for a dip in the swimming pool because, well, it's still nicely warm. The air temperature is like 80 degrees. The water temperature probably feels about the same, very pleasant. And, you know, as it turns out, we pretty much got the whole pool all to ourselves. Yeah, and a cool thing that they do at this hotel, lots of torches, lots of lights, and so at nighttime it feels really quite festive. In addition to the pool, there's a very nice hot tub. They call it like the hidden whirlpool. It's small. It seats maybe like 8 to 10 people, but it's great at night. We're here about 8:30. We've got the whole thing all to ourselves, and it's like they've made it like feel like it's made out of rock, like feel like it's made out of lava rock, except it's not sharp. So I like that. Do you like this hidden whirlpool, princess?
Yeah.
Aloha! It is Wednesday, day number 6 here today. Day number 6 brings another Aloha shirt day today, and on this beautiful island paradise, we picked out the Curious Princess's fabulous breakfast. Princess, what do you have right here? A happy face on a malasada. And what different do we have today? Round 2 on the Eggs Benedict, because I really like the Eggs Benedict. The pancakes are macadamia nut pancakes, so they have macadamia nuts inside, some shrimp shumai, and of course, more copious amounts of papaya. And the princess wanted to point out she gave you a surprise Cheerios in between the oranges. So after some fun morning beach time, we headed on the road. We're gonna be exploring the north coast of the Big Island today, but just 2 miles outside the hotel, we saw this blue truck. You know what's in it? Well, actually, the truck's not blue. The truck's gray. The trailer's blue. It's a malasada trailer. This place just always parks here, and they sell malasadas fresh. When you order them, they fry them. Takes 5 to 10 minutes. $11 for 3. What did I get? I got the one with lihing, which is a sweet and sour kind of like plum topping on it. The sign says it's the locals' favorite. All right, and to try the malasadas, we came in the car because it was so windy outside. They are hot. They told us to be careful. This is the lihing right here. You can tell because it's red. Oh, it's super piping hot. I'm gonna try to take a small bite of this. Fluffy, tasty. Malasada's definitely better when they're fresh out of the fryer. We drove about 30 more minutes from the malasada spot to Waimea to stop first at the Waimea midweek farmers market. There's a farmers market here on Wednesdays and Saturdays. We're here on Wednesday, so they're run by different people, some of the same vendors, but there were some really friendly people. These vendors' picture right here, they really wanted to get into my picture that I was taking as the thumbnail, so I love it. Was the guy in the blue, he just ran to get into it. I love how friendly the locals are on the Big Island. Oh, and I love how fresh the fruit and the foods are at this farmers market. definitely check this one out. By the way, this town of Waimea has a really like, if you were dropped in here, it'd be hard to tell you were in Hawaii because it feels so like rural and agrarian. There's like a lot of red barns. It's much cooler here than down by the coast. At the Kohala coast, it was 88 when we left the Fairmont, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 72 degrees Fahrenheit here, just 30 minutes away. So as I was shooting at that other booth, OC Girl tapped on me and said, you have to come try these jams. So she was just over here. This is Steve's Aka Aka Falls Farm Jam. Special about their jams, 85% fruit. This one is the raspberry and white chocolate. They've got samples of all of them. They're good jam. I can absolutely taste the raspberry in it. So much better than the jam I would get at the typical supermarket. This one right here is a white guava. It's also really good too. I mean, it really feels like tasting the fruit instead of tasting something that's all sugar. And if you take a look here, the jars have some really cool decorations on it. Look at this one. This one has a surfing cat. Love the surfing cat. And lots of different flavors here. Check out all these different flavors of preserves, butters, even some that are hot and spicy. So for lunch, we stopped into the Red Barn food truck here at the Farmers Market. Turns out they're fans of the channel. Will, tell me about what you're cooking there on the grill.
Right now, we're cooking some of our popular grilled cheeses. We got the Reuben, the always famous cheesy melt. And yeah, we're here at the Pukalani Stables Wednesdays and Saturdays. Come down and have some awesome grilled cheese and watch Yellow Productions, man, because he helps us a lot. Good on knowing what to do when you go on trips.
Good deal. Thank you much.
Hey, take care.
Yeah, support our fellow explorers. Appreciate it. What did I get? I got the purple pig. It's made on purple bread, and it's also got Kailua pig inside. Notice the chips that are on the side. They are purple chips. And so we've also got the nachos right here on, yes, you guessed it, purple chips, Kailua pig, local avocado. And to drink, this is a calamansi lemonade. All right, let's give this a go. Pretty solid grilled cheese sandwich. The Curious Princess, she really likes the purple chips. And the Kailua pig here, really juicy and tender.
Crunchy and tasty.
So we drove about 30 minutes outside of Waimea to the northern coast now. We're driving up the hill to the Hawaiian Vanilla Company. And what strikes me immediately here is coming from the Kohala coast, which is just barren lava with no plants at all because there's no rain, to this side of the coast having gigantic tall trees, rainforest, lush vegetation all over. It's such a sharp contrast, only an hour drive away. So we made it to the top of the hill to the Hawaiian Vanilla Company. It's the first commercial vanilla operation in Hawaii, and they have a cafe that is open from 10 to 3 p.m. They also do farm tours, but we're just here for the cafe. This vanilla ice cream is all made in Hawaii with their vanilla with a dairy from Maui. This is a vanilla root beer with their vanilla ice cream as a vanilla root beer flow. This is a vanilla iced tea. For something like $80, you can have a whole vanilla themed lunch here. This is out on their lanai. They have vanilla stalks growing in the background. We have definitely come to the place that's vanilla. When we ordered the ice cream, the Curious Princess wanted to make sure it was the right flavor. What flavor did you want, Princess?
Vanilla.
And how is it?
Good.
Good. And let's try this vanilla float. It's very effervescent-y. That was my and tasty. Now you might hear about Tahitian vanilla. There's a particular strain of vanilla. The strain of vanilla that they grow here actually isn't Tahitian vanilla. It's a strain that originated in Mexico, but about 90% of vanilla operations grow the vanilla that they grow here on island. Of things you can buy in the gift shop, you can buy their vanilla extract. You can even buy a stalk of vanilla for like $20-some. If you don't want to buy it, you can just open it and smell it. But how is that vanilla ice cream, Princess?
Good.
Yeah. All right. Let me just have the straight scoop of the vanilla ice cream with the Hawaiian dairy.
This vanilla ice cream is very giving.
And like everywhere we've been to on the Big Island, wherever we go, there be chickens.
Oh.
The chicken's coming closer. Do you think he wants our vanilla ice cream? Oh no. Plenty more dad jokes where that came from. After getting our bellies full of vanilla, we drove about an hour back to the dry side of the island to the Hamakua Nut Visitor Center. This is a place that specializes in macadamia nuts. It is a factory as well, so you can like come in here and see the museum of how they make the nuts. We were here right before closing. They closed at 4:30. We got here at 4, so nothing was active in the actual factory floor. We did get to taste a lot of samples, including their Spam flavored macadamia nuts. If you're looking to bring back some souvenirs home, this is a pretty good spot. They've got more than just macadamias. They've got mugs, they've got coffees, they've got chocolates, they've even got Maui Jim sunglasses. Oh, and they've also got mango popsicles. How is it? Thumbs up. I don't know, I usually drink a lot of coffee, but when it's macadamia nut flavored. We drove 5 minutes from the nut shop to the Pu'ukakola Heiau. This is a National Historic Site to this temple that was built by King Kamehameha to the god of war right before he united all of the Hawaiian Islands. Admission is free. There's a short hiking trail that you can come and kind of like hike around. There's a visitor center that has a movie that you can watch and some signs to learn more about the history of the Big Island and the history of King Kamehameha I, the dude who built this temple. It's really interesting to see building this temple. Historians believe that thousands of workers formed a human chain 30 miles long to hand pass rocks. And it's not open to the public. It's only open to native Hawaiians for religious practices. Out in front of the heiau, they have this structure. What is this? This is the offering tower where you can make offering, or they could make offerings to the Hawaiian gods. There's probably some great joke to tell about this, but I don't want the Hawaiian gods to come and get me. So from the heiau, we drove about 15 minutes down south back into the resort district near the Hilton to check out the shops in Waikoloa Beach. In particular, there's a bunch of shopping malls around here and restaurants, but in particular, we wanted to visit the mega ABC store. It's called Island Gourmet Markets here, but it's the biggest ABC store that I've ever seen. It's actually an ABC store that's like a supermarket plus a food court all in one. We're definitely going to bring back some souvenirs from here. And in case you're wondering, yes, they do have Spam Musubi, $2.59. And if you're looking to bring back souvenirs that are made not just in Hawaii, but on the Big Island, they help you out at the store and let you know which ones are made right here. And they definitely cater to Japanese tourists at the ABC stores because in addition to accepting US dollars, they also accept yen. If you're looking to pick up Aloha shirts of your very own, Rain Spooner is a really good brand, quality Aloha shirts. You'll find them right next to that Island Gourmet Markets. So for dinner in that shopping mall, the Queens Marketplace, there's a food court. We stopped in here for the Waikoloa Shrimp Company, always on the lookout for good garlic shrimp and shrimp in general. This place has 3 varieties of shrimp. They have the peeled garlic shrimp. This plate is $20. They have the Kauai style head-on shrimp. You pay more for this. This is $28. We added the coconut shrimp right here. This is 3 little coconut shrimp. You can get, well, you don't get, it comes with it. Sliced pineapple with the Lihing Mui powder on it. And the Curious Princess, she has the chicken tender shrimp. All right, let's go ahead and see how this garlic shrimp tastes right here. Diving in, looks good. It's good garlic shrimp. Has a good dose of butter, a good dose of garlic. I could use even more garlic than this, but pretty good for a food court offering. Good morning, it's Thursday, day number 7, which brings us a new Aloha shirt. This one has flamingos. Today we're staying close to the resort area because we really want to slow down and enjoy the hotel before we leave tomorrow. There's a trail just right next to it called the Malama Trail, which is famous for its petroglyphs, these ancient Hawaiian carvings. To get here from the Fairmont Orchid, it was like a 10-minute walk along the beach through a parking lot to the trailhead. If you're trying to come here yourself, there is a small parking lot right in front of the beach that then joins the trailhead. There are restrooms there. And what you do here is you come and see the petroglyphs. Best time to come and do this trail early in the morning when it's not too hot, or late in the evening when it's not too hot too. Midday, all the lava rock heats up and it gets really toasty. After the main set of petroglyphs, it kind of goes into what's like a lava rock forest. It's a little interesting vibe down here. Nice, it gets us some shade from the sun. So after about 20 minutes in total of walking on the trail from the trailhead at the parking lot, we get here to where the actual petroglyphs are. And so as you look over the fence, you can see these ancient Hawaiian carvings in the rocks. So after the hike, we came back to the hotel, and well, we never were far from the hotel. We went back to the room, changed, did some beach time, and then lunch after water. What have I got? I've got some Ono tacos. The Curious Princess has a pizza from Brown's Deli, and the nachos and the tacos come from the Kahiki Cruiser, which is a renovated Airstream RV trailer right behind the little beach shack here. I mean, it's not the cheapest, but looks pretty decent for beach food. And how's your pizza, Princess?
I'm good.
So after lunch, we decided to go out for a walk the other direction from the hotel. This is the little trailer lunch spot that we were at. It's a cool photo spot too. Just wanted to show you the stroller the Curious Princess is in. This is our favorite like travel stroller. It's the Ergo Baby Metro Plus. Still fits her at the age of 5. Oh, and you'll notice I'm in Aloha shirt number 7 now. It's just too wet from the hike this morning, so I had to change. This is the watermelon one, if you like this one. Unfortunately, pretty shortly after the little cove in front of the Fairmont, the sidewalk ends. So much for the stroller. So we had to continue on foot to get to the neighboring hotel. But there is actually a path between the two hotels. It's just not stroller friendly. And it's probably not something you can do at high tide either. And after about 15 minutes walking on that kind of sandy, rocky beach path, the sidewalk picks up again in front of the Mauna Lani Hotel. Why did we not stay here? Well, because this was almost twice the price of the Fairmont Orchid, about $1,000 a night the week we were staying here. But the beach in front of this one definitely is impressive and bigger than at the Fairmont Orchid. So if you're looking for the best beach hotel on the Big Island, it's probably going to be this one if you can swing the price. We spent a little while exploring the Mauna Lani Hotel. Overall, looks like a pretty nice property, and the path goes on further, but we didn't make it much past this sign to not feed the eels. That is a new one to me. I don't know that I'd want to get in the water quite near this side. And for some reason, no one was in the hot tub. I have no idea why. Actually, the air temperature of about 88 degrees Fahrenheit is probably why. Something they have over here that I wish they had at the Fairmont Orchid is actually a kiddie KK pool. This one's only 1.5 feet deep, would have been perfect for our little explorer. So on our way out of the hotel to explore a little bit more of the Big Island, we stopped by 49 Black Sand Beach. This beach, it's in the Mauna Lani resort area. To get in here, you gotta go through a little checkpoint of a residential community, tell them you're coming to the beach, they give you a parking pass. It's a small little black beach, not many waves. For us, it was just to take a look at. I think we liked the one that we stopped at a few days ago better because there was more wave action there. But there were more rocks there, and here there's just more soft black sand. But OC Girl would like to point out that the sand at this one, not as black as the last one. This is more of a light gray sand beach. From the resort area, we drove about 15 minutes up the hill to the Waikoloa Village, because this is where the local shop. The only real supermarket in town is the KTA stores up here, and boy, it's actually a pretty big supermarket that was pretty busy. Though it does have a good souvenir aisle if you're looking to bring back home some souvenirs. Oh, and of course has a coffee aisle too for, not Starbucks coffee, but yes, the Lion Hawaiian coffee. And they've even got the same guidebook that we bought to help us on our trip. If you're looking for one guidebook, this is a good one. And the Curious Princess here found the slippers rack. They're not sandals, they're slippers here in Hawaii. But these are local slippers, only for locals. Apparently we can't bring that back since we're not locals. So just around sunset time, we came to the Hilton Waikoloa Village Resort. This is the biggest hotel on the Big Island of Hawaii, and it is impressive. I mean, it's got like numerous towers. It has a tram that you can take around the property. You don't even have to be a hotel guest. You don't have to buy tickets. This tram will take you from the lobby to the different towers and back again. It even looks like they've got boats that'll take you to your room. They weren't running when we were here. And just walking around the property is really amazing. Lots of cool statues, a cool lagoon. Like this lagoon back here is their big feature. It is a saltwater lagoon that opens up to the ocean. They do not have an actual sandy beach, but this thing kind of works out to be like an interior sandy beach on this lagoon. Even if you aren't staying at this hotel, I absolutely think it's worth a couple hours to visit, explore, and walk around. Particularly picturesque at sunset time. Oh, do note though, the parking is $8 an hour, so you might want to moderate your stay based upon how much you want to pay for parking. And the Curious Princess particularly enjoyed looking at the dolphins right down here. Hello, Mr. Dolphin. Oh, right down there too. After the dolphins, we got to walk through a waterfall and get back to the lobby, walk up this grand staircase. And what's for dinner tonight, fellow explorers? Well, since it's our last night in Hawaii and we fly home tomorrow, we just wanted to keep it easy, so we stopped at Hawaii's home for poke. What was that? Foodland. This is the only thing we've eaten twice while we were on the Big Island. We love the fresh poke so much. We got some more. We're gonna eat it out on the balcony. Fellow explorers, if you enjoyed this ultra long vlog, please let me know. It takes a lot of time to record and edit these things, so I'd like to know whether they're worth it or not. If you made it to the end, please drop me a line just to let me know you made it here. And if you want to know more about the Big Island, as soon as my guides to the Big Island are out, I'll put them up here on the screen, or maybe there'll be some of my other Hawaiian videos, or you might want to check out my playlist of some more of my ultra long travel vlogs to other destinations like Banff and Japan and all the other great places that we go. All right, fellow explorers, as usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in the next video. Mahalo.